Alright, we have officially begun. Welcome back to Elex Livestream Interactive Part 10. And we are here at this domed city. Domed with an invisible barrier around it. All of this. And we barely got anything done last time. We just gathered up some quests, some missions to do. And the game was updated, I think, yesterday or today, and a few updates of note. You can now disable that roll, the double click, the double button press to roll. I won't be doing that by mistake anymore. That won't happen. Nice. And I can have it bound to just one key, so you have to literally be moving and press a specific key, not WASD for it to happen. Also, our followers should now be more useful in combat, and we'll see if that's the case once we get into a combat situation. And we'll just find out the rest as we play. So last time we just got quests from folks down here, in which I presume is the poor, because of the clientele that they have down there. We also met a lady, I think maybe a follower. Sure who knows. Okay. So it's up here. I haven't explored this whole town yet. I aim to do it this session. And I'm working with a slight headache and a neck cramp, so this should be interesting. Alright. Got a few separatists here, some berserkers, got the whole lot. A workbench. Got some free hammers. A chair that I don't want to use.
Really?
And,
now?
Some stuff. Well, let's go up, talk to the head honcho of this place. We barely explored over this way, so let's go do that. Also, let me bring up the feed. Ooh, this neck cramp. Channel. I don't think anyone's watching right now. So, some good practice is just talk to yourself. I haven't made a proper video in a while. One that I would normally talk to myself without thinking about it. But, just gonna play it as normal. Bagger here. That's the first. Tell me about the city.
Tell me about the city.
Right, well, where to start? First off, a lot of people are avoiding the north of the city.
Hard to
This
do.
place always has something going on, but right now, there's really something brewing. That means the north isn't exactly welcoming unless you're a thug. The western
Raw thugs.
section's safer. You're okay there as long as you don't break the law or look funny or say something the
I know I look
clerics don't
funny.
like.
Very funny.
The southern part, well, that is really quiet. Nothing really happens there, but wherever you are, you should know the clerics are watching.
They're watching.
Alois, he runs this place and he hates thieves and
Hey,
beggars
viewer.
and
You're the first
trouble
one to do
causers and pretty much
Whomever
anyone.
you are.
He thinks he's God's messenger or something, and that means he's got one big old stick up his ass. So don't piss him off. If you ignore anything else, don't ignore that advice. Don't piss off the clerics. There now, you are fully informed.
God, this guy gave us a life story on the place. He wasn't kidding. Alright, I was expecting to have to pay him. No pay this time. Alright, so we've searched this half. Now we can actually go up in there. That's where the clerics and stuff are. You know, the main group of this settlement. Propaganda. Just like the same propaganda I grabbed at the beginning. I'm not really sure. God, my freaking neck cramp is really... There we go.
Too easy.
What a mechanic cap. I actually got one for free now. We stole it, but oh man. Might take some ibuprofen or something. And neck does height. It's a bit annoying. That's the one thing about PC gaming. Sitting straight up, if you're using a keyboard and mouse, you can't really lay down and play. But if I were to just whip out my controller and just lean back, that would take away the toolbar down there. All the my key binds would go away. Well, the last 4 of the keybind. No,
You
the
should
last
think about
5, or last 6. Or, wait a minute. The last 5 of the keybinds would go away. I think you can only get 4 with the controller directional pad.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Let me guess.
Eric.
I'm not allowed into the upper quarter?
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. I just have a question for you. You got here recently,
Now that I heard
right?
myself back, it
I just
want to
know what things are like outside the dome. What's going on up there? Are the Albs attacking?
Right at the ship. I just want to know what things are like outside the dome. Okay, there are raids, but no major assaults recently. There's a war going on.
There is war going on. You must have heard about it.
Heard, yes. But we're cut off from it. They can't get into the dome.
1 second, guys.
So they pass us by like a river around a rock. Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people. The clerics and Ignodons say we've strayed. I say we've found the true path.
Alright, just had a phone ring and it's on vibrate. What are you doing?
What are you doing outside Ignodon?
Kalan teaches that every pure spirit will find salvation in Kalan's arms someday. He will find us wherever we are. So, when the Great Council chose us to serve here as guardians, the clerics did their duty. Now, we stay to show that a cleric's oath is strong. and so that we can demonstrate Kalan's grace to those who are yet to find it. So, here we stay, to help the lost free themselves from chems, from Elex, from the Albs. Everyone is welcome in the domed city.
From Elex?
Everyone is safe here. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who oversee them.
Show off. Alright. Can this survive an Alb attack?
Can this dome survive an Alb attack?
Of course.
I would think
Why
so.
do you think we built it? As long as we can maintain a constant energy flow, then they can't get in. Unfortunately, achieving that isn't so easy. Some of the energy regulators are starting to malfunction again.
I can do it for you. Let's see if they let me say that. No. Damn it. Of course.
Malfunctioning energy regulators sound dangerous.
Of course they are. Outside of frying yourself if you try to adjust them. If we were attacked right now, the whole dome would go critical.
Why don't the clerics have a dome
Why don't the
like
clerics
this?
have a dome like this in Igniton?
The dome requires immense amounts of energy, and the fluctuations in it have to be constantly
Why
balanced.
can't they
The
balance?
technology is complex. That means there's no way to cover the Hort with a shield like this. Besides, the cliffs around Hort give it a natural protection.
Alright, I guess we have to fix those energy regulators. up.
About the broken energy regulators.
How many are broken?
How many energy regulators are broken?
Well, all of them. I've sorted replacements where I can. But Lutz hasn't received his yet.
What will happen if they aren't repaired?
What will happen if they aren't repaired?
The dome goes
If just
down.
one regulator fails, it could mean an emergency shutdown for the dome. Otherwise, the discharge it would create could kill a whole lot of the people the shield is supposed to be protecting. But whether it's a discharge or an emergency shutdown, both scenarios would see us defenseless.
I can help.
I will help you with the energy regulators.
I'd wanted to do it myself, but do you really think you could handle it? So, let's find out who you are. You should go to Ignidon one day. You could be
Oh,
a good
yeah.
cleric. Yeah, I know I left Ignidon behind, but they could offer you better training than I could. I have the energy regulator here. Please, take it to Lutz and help him to install it. Come back to me when you're done.
Security measures. Go questline. Alright, that's the castle the head honcho's in, I believe. So, let's get our little run around here.
Am I crazy, or is our generator power fluctuating?
The B-series was never very reliable, you know that.
Then why are we still working with that piece of crap?
Ask the technicians.
Parts, repair skills, blah, blah. You never get the same answer from them twice.
Well, it's hard to get parts out here.
Don't tell me you're backing them up.
Well, there's not always an easy answer.
There's nothing shards and hard work can't solve if you really want to.
Yeah, if you say so.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Alright. I have to add the update in the title.
You don't
right?
feed the belly, the rest of the body will die.
That goes
It
without
allows you to earn a
saying,
few shards,
lady.
and that's what makes it worth it.
Don't feed the belly, you will die.
Find someone else to talk to.
Or bother. There's a workbench here.
Go and bother someone else.
Okay. They don't want me to ask questions. Apparently I'm too much of a bother. Admittedly, he can be. Let's see. New update. Oops. Wrong keyboard. Save it. Let's see. A new update. Save it. Update. See if that'll save.
Yeah, save it until later.
What tag word can I delete? This one. Save. That works. Alright. Now we can move. Anyone named that
What
we
are
can
you
talk
doing
to?
here?
Oh crap. They want me back. I
That's
should
it. Get the hell out of here.
Man, who'd have thought?
This is Herbert, broadcasting
Herbert Broadcasting.
You should know, there is a place
That name will never be the same. Fragmentation rockets. Babes. God, this sucks. Fall damage is ridiculous. You can eat something. It's a mistake. I got anything to say in here? You must do. There's gotta be someone important in here, and I know there is. That guy. Alois. Alois. Help letter. It's another workbench. Where'd he go? He's just up there.
Why are you in here?
Why are you in here? Why not? I'm not a threat. As far as you know. Alright, he's down here. Let's talk to him.
Yes? Is there something urgent? I have a lot to do, as you can
You
imagine.
look like someone else
This
I've talked
city
to.
does not run itself. So, please excuse me if I'm short with you. This city is made up of a whole mass of confusion. Everyone looking for a new start. No one able to forget their past. They need a leader to hold things together.
Your rules don't apply to me.
Your rules don't apply to me.
And what makes you so special? Believe me, we've had quite a few people come here and proclaim special rights for themselves. And they were all the same. Everyone here wants something. Whatever you're searching for, it will only add to the list of demands we already face.
Spock doesn't like
And providing
me
for the people we already have is a logistical challenge. That means to accommodate everyone we're on strict rations, and those rations have to be earned.
I can imagine.
How are things here?
How are things here in the Dome City?
Tense. The battles out there are always reflected in here. Tensions run high if the outlaws attack the clerics, or the clerics attack the berserkers. And there's always the fear of an alb invasion. Those tensions drive greed, anger, and fear. There is war out there, and here your shards will be stolen from your hand if you aren't careful. It's like the world has gone crazy.
You're never at ease. that typical behavior?
Isn't that typical behavior for people?
For those without faith, those without rules or purpose, people lack perfection. That is reserved for our God. Only when we emulate him do we stand a chance of understanding what true harmony looks like. But I digress. Maybe it would help you if I tell you how things are. The Berserkers have lived more and more reclusively ever since the Pilgrim went into his retreat. The outlaws are more organized now the Duke has taken power, and the Alb separatists seek shelter with us to escape the powers in Zakor. All told, very dark signs that we'd face another global catastrophe. And here we are, in the middle.
Do you care about this? Yeah, why do you care?
Listen, the council is gone. Why care about what they said?
You don't think that was a better time? Laws for prisoner exchange that assured borders, set rules for trade? Even if you don't care about the blood spilled since the council's rule was broken, the clerics swore to a code, and that includes keeping our oaths. And an oath was sworn to the council by my forefathers. That makes it my duty to see that oath is kept.
Is there something I can help you with?
Is there something I can help you with?
If you want to help, there is something that has to be taken care of quickly. You must have noticed that the mood is very heated here. One more issue, one wobble, and everything we've held together here will fall to pieces. One of my people has reported that the outlaws are expecting a weapons delivery. The last thing that this city needs is more weapons. And who knows who the outlaws will sell them to. I want you to intercept this delivery and bring it to me.
Bring it to you, eh? How long are you having a lot of trouble here?
Are you having a lot of trouble here in the city?
Keeping the factions together is always an issue. The outlaws are always up to something, but things have gotten worse, and to cap it all, we've had a sharp rise in thefts. I believe an organized group has started operating here. Not the usual outlaws. This group seems to be outside the factions. From the little I've heard, they're more like a secret society than your regular set of theft mongers. I've offered a large bounty for any information that leads to their capture. And capture would be best. I want to find out who their connections are. If you can find out more about their secret society, I can make you rich.
Rich sounds good. How long have you been in charge, buddy?
How long have you been in charge of the Dome City?
I've been in office for 8 years now, and it hasn't been easy. Maintaining a neutral position to the factions while fighting the Albs. By Kalan, there really are more pleasant posts they could have appointed me to.
And what if someone wanted to replace you?
What if someone wanted to replace you?
Some have tried, yet I am still here. This city was created by the Great Council of Magalan. They made the clerics custodians of this place and their legacy. The Great Council may be long gone, but what they stood for, a unity of purpose, a future for all of Magalan together, that is something we still believe in here. So, it is our job to remain neutral. It is our job to serve all, no matter their background, however hard our residents make it for us.
I don't even know who or what your name is on there, but about that delivery.
About the Outlaws' weapons delivery.
Page. Smuggle weapons. Apparently we already know who it is. Page. I don't remember it. I don't remember where he is.
You've been using informers to try and catch them?
Of course. Information is key to keeping the peace. But there are always things you miss. And missing things leads to nasty surprises. And I'd rather be the one dealing those out than receiving them, particularly when it comes to outlaws. Are you going to show me that you are the exception?
I could, but I'm not right now. So let me look at the log. For the gates, Kaja. Page wants me to meet her contact outside the zone, collect the weapons. Oh, that page. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Why not? Screw this place up with weapons, baby. I don't care for the, what you call it, people.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
The heck is in there? Ugh.
Will you just leave?
Oh, he's a psychic.
Now, that's it. Get the hell out of here.
Hell out of here. Psychic. Alright.
We need to sort things out with those traders and get more supplies in.
So this is Paige here. No, you're not Paige. You're Paige.
Better armed is better prepared. You mark my words.
Alright, let's go get that shipment that she's talking about. Which is outside.
Hey,
Oh.
have you got a few shards for a veteran?
Data is always useful, but I'm uncertain what this individual can offer us.
And unless you show me the shards, you won't find out. Come on, do us both a favor. Come on, have a
Depends
little
how much you
heart.
want.
Just a few shards, okay?
Okay, alright.
There, take this.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I won't forget this. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my contacts hear about it. You help me, I'll help you.
Beggars always
Come
wrong.
back in a few days, yeah? I'll have something that might interest you.
Hey, you. I heard you speaking to Eric.
Uh-oh.
He gave you an energy regulator for the dome, right?
Yeah.
Give it to me, will you? Very soon now, you're going to need the right sort of friend, and giving that to me will earn you that.
What? Why do you want
Why do you want the regulator?
Haven't you noticed the tension here? All the anger and the plotting? It scares the hell out of me. So I want a way out of here if things go wrong. A sort of backdoor. I want to modify the regulator so I can drop a section of the dome and get out if things go bad. Let me modify it. Then I'll give it back to you so you can get it to where it needs to be. You've got to see why I'd want a way out, yeah? So do we have a deal?
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me if I help you?
Profit is profit. I respect that attitude. What do you think about 100 shards?
It's too little. 500 and we have a deal. Actually, I would go for 500, which I do think I have the charisma for that, but there's an option to not give it to him as well. Which one do you think I should do? Try to get more money out of him, then give it to him, or don't give it to him altogether? It's all on you, that one person whom is watching. Comment and let me know. What do you think? I'll give you like 30 seconds. I take it this viewer is the silent type. Gonna leave it up to me, eh? Alright. One second. One second. One second, juxt. Candy phone. So many freaking notifications. Okay. Well, since it's up to me, then we're gonna have. See if we can get 500 to do it, or just don't give it to him. I don't know.
I won't give you the regulator.
Then you've blown your chance. And don't come back to me and ask for help when no one will let you out of here.
Did you flee here from the desert?
Flee? No. But to live in Tavar, you need shards. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making a profit hard.
You think it's better here then?
You think it's better here?
Yes, for sure. For me, at least. And those berserkers are the worst for it. One of those assholes killed my friend for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
This berserker, is it Brabeck?
Yes. That is exactly the asshole I'm talking about. He murdered.
Murdered who?
About Brabeck.
I don't know.
Leave Brabeck to me.
You'll deal with him? That would be great, really great. You won't find me trying to put you off that. If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, that would be good. Even if I do, I think ramming a knife into his guts would be a better approach. I would have tried that myself. But if I'd failed... But if you do get rid of him, however you do it, then I will pay you.
Let's trade.
Okay.
See what this soul has. Some stuff. I have some stuff too. And I could get rid of that for 400 if I like to hold on to my weapons for some reason. That was worth 100. Body shield. I still don't remember how I got this low of a Elex suit. I don't remember buying much. Oh, now here's another new update. With the quantity, we can actually, instead of going bit by bit by bit, we can do groups of 10, which is nice. So I'm gonna get rid of 20 of those. Very nice and necessary. I don't know what made them possess them to think that would be a good idea. Take them all. Oh, cigarettes. That's some more money coming in. Cigarettes are always valuable in these types of games. Always. Make sure he doesn't have any. Okay. So.
Excellent.
Get money off that guy. I wasn't expecting to have that many people run up to us and talk. That's Kaja. We're not gonna talk to her until we're ready.
Hey,
Oh,
you've been out in the wilderness, right?
Bommy.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you've seen him. He's called Ray. He's an
Yeah,
outlaw
I've
with
seen
a
him.
big mouth on him.
Tons of people
Bit
want
of
him
a
dead.
waster. You haven't met him anywhere out there, have you?
I've met a lot of people. Maybe I met him, maybe I haven't.
I've met a lot of people. Maybe I've met him, maybe I haven't.
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let me know?
So you've got one of these contracts.
You know about them, do you? Well, yes, I've got one, and I'm going to claim the reward for it.
He's one of the guys we'll have to take out for that contract.
What's it worth?
If it's a real lead and not troll crap, then I'll pay you a decent reward for the information. But don't think you can go lying to me and making up where he is. I'll know a lie if I hear it.
Should I take this guy out or not? That's the question. Right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hello, Nero. We meet again. Is that you that's been here the whole time and didn't say anything? Because I had like 3 big opportunities for decisions to be made, but whomever was watching didn't feel like talking. So I've done it myself. And this is one of them. Should I kill this guy for this contract that he has out in regards to this array that we found a few sessions ago, or should I just tell him where he is, which I don't want to do really, because I kind of want to get these contracts, but or I could pay him to take the contract away, but money is a commodity. I don't feel like spending for no reason. Oh, decisions. I need a drink. Ah, there we go. I guess. Let's see what happens if I say this.
Give me the contract, or I'll kill you.
Now you want to get killed for that, idiot? You'll regret that.
Nothing like coming into a battle, eh? And he's dead. Bommy is dead. Contract done. Okay. Should I keep that progress or not? I'm not sure if I should have paid him for the contract or just killed him like I just did. A few new updates have been added to the game. I no longer have to roll by accident. As you can see, not rolling because I turned it off finally. Also, our partner, our followers, should be more effective in combat. We'll see if that's the case. Because sometimes when they say that, that could be BS. Okay, it's not far. Looks like we're gonna have to fight. Nope, we don't. Since it's a weak rat. Oh. So you just joined. That's not much going on then. I'm hoping to get more progress this time instead of just figuring out what to do like last time. So far so good. Haven't really been sitting around perplexed as to what to do, because I already have an idea. Dead clerics and a guy just sitting at a fire as if nothing happened. Radic. And a chest. He doesn't care. Maximum health. It's a ring of hardiness in his report. Let's read Radic's report before we talk to him. Radic's report. The actions of the free people are confusing to me, but whatever the cause, their actions serve our purpose. Their conflicts drain resources in personnel and material rather than focusing their strength against us. The clerics are probably the best of our opponents. They understand us better than the others. They are extremely tenacious. Even now, some of the soldiers are pursuing me. I shall head southeast. Okay, the recording stops there. Alright. Well, we could actually talk to him instead of relying on a note. Here we go.
You once possessed great Elex abilities, didn't you? You're probably a soldier from Zakor. Possibly even a commander? But you are now free from Elex, and from the orders that come from the heart of Zakor. Have you come here to die like the clerics that I just killed? Or are you here to trade?
Your threats don't scare
Your
me.
threats don't scare me.
Scare? That's an emotional response. You should remember where you come from. I have traveled alone since I left Zakor, and I wish to remain so. Still, if you have information to give me, that would be useful. Information and shards are what an alb needs to survive in the lands of the free people. Not that either of those things help these clerics keep their lives.
Tell me about the fight with the clerics.
They are fanatics. They attacked me without question. I was left with no choice but to kill them. Well, I killed two. There are two others nearby who are prolonging their lives by hiding. It's good you aren't one of them. The dangers that we separatists face are increasing every day, and the followers of Kalan offer us nothing but threats. But I have business to conclude before we speak. It seems there are two followers of Kalan nearby who are anxious to see their god in person, and I must send them on their way.
Gotta kill.
Quickly, decide. Will you stand with me in battle?
Should we stand with him in battle or not? Nero. Should we go help him kill these other two clerics? Yay or nay? That's what I'm talking about. As Frank would say, that's what I'm talking about.
You can count on me.
Good. Then let us send Kalan as followers.
I'll get that one.
I'm afraid that isn't tolerated here.
The clerics lie in the dirt, and there is no sign of their so-called god. Let us hope the stench of these bodies makes the rest of his followers think before they challenge the separatists. Loyalty should be rewarded. Loyalty is what will save us from the free people.
Paige sent me.
Paige? Do I know Paige? Faces and names of the free people? They merge into one. But you must mean the woman from the domed city. I remember she was interested in the weapons I have for sale.
Why are you supplying her with weapons?
It is an opportunity, as long as my weapons promote fighting among the free people. The more they kill each other, the less of a threat they are to me. Here, give her this. It should be enough for her to start her plans. I will arrange to deliver the rest to her in due time.
What about me? Do you have any gear I could use?
I see you have learned the ways of the free people. There. I can't do anything more for you.
Of course, he only gives us potions. Don't mind me as I walk with a crate of weapons and explosives in my pocket.
You're back in business.
Good. I was hoping for some higher caliber stuff, but this will do.
I took a
If you'd brought spitballs and blowpipes, I'd find someone to buy them. People just aren't feeling safe right now. Here, this is for getting your feet sore and arranging the deal.
300
Nothing
shards.
is free in life. Better armed is better prepared. You mark my words.
So that quest is done. Next. Have quite a bit of them. They're all here in Odessa. Alright, let's do this. Wait a minute. Professional thug. We're gonna help the berserkers, actually. I believe. So, let's see. Who we have to talk to. This Bravak Riley. This is a guy who gave us this quest over here. Let's trade.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Let's not trade. Let's actually go talk to Barbic, or whatever his name is. The douche.
Nah. Some guys just open their mouths too much.
Yeah, that's obvious. He wanted us to buy him a drink in the bar a while ago. Last session, I believe. This guy. Let's see what happens here.
You need to learn respect for others.
What? You think I'm a child? So piss off, or I'll give you your head on a plate.
Freedom fighters.
Give people some respect and you won't need to fight.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna give your whore of a mother a reason to cry. Come here.
You a reason to cry, you trash.
That was amateurish.
You stunned. You no longer can run me over. How you like that?
All right. You've made your point, so leave me alone.
You had better leave people alone
This is
from
how
now
bully
on.
talks.
I got it.
Alright, we beat him down. Let's get some health back. Drink an energy drink with a beer and some dried up meat.
You need a break every once in a while if you're going to stay sane. Do you get one?
Really? Now?
So who am I gonna side with here? Outlaws?
About Brabeck.
I
fought him. I beat him.
Oh, good for you. He keeps coming back for me. If he doesn't kill me, I'll starve to death, as I can't do any business. Please, can you help me? Someone has to.
Yeah, I gotta tell him not to mess with him anymore. Alright, let's go do that. Oh, and another thing. Don't mess with the outlaws anymore.
From now on, keep your hands off the outlaws.
And if I don't?
Then you'd better find a bodyguard before I come back for you.
All right. Fuck it. You get your wish.
Smart decision.
There you go.
Yeah? Not now.
I'm gonna consider these berserkers.
You can get out.
These berserkers don't count towards the berserkers back at Goliath. So I'm gonna turn on against them with the outlaws here. I guess.
About Brabeck. You needn't worry about Brabeck. He'll leave you alone.
Leave me alone? He won't do that while he still draws breath. Oh, please tell me you didn't appeal to his conscience. He hasn't got one.
Don't worry. I made things clear to him. He won't be back.
Well, okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Wow. I might actually live through this year now. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Professional thug done. And experience. Just nice. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay. Goody. Are there any special trainers in town? No. Have to go to a real city for that. So, Abessa, let's try to do security measures. So we have to go up here. This is where, what's his name is?
Keep your hands off my machines.
Let's.
Any accidents are gonna be dangerous for me, you, and the whole city.
All you need is a
The
K
energy
in
regulators
this
are screwed. The surge gauge is failing and I can't see why. And now the shield profiler is returning a really strange set of values. Altogether, that makes for one dangerous set of problems that could fry both of us if the wrong bit of kit gets jolted. And I'm the one who has to fix all this. Ah, shit, I can't even sort out the replacement parts until I have this stabilized.
We get to talk to him about two different things, but first let's do what we came here for.
Eric sent me.
Oh, thank Kalan. Do you have the energy regulator?
Yes. Here.
Perfect. That looks great. Thanks. Thanks for getting that. I'll install it immediately. You better get back to Eric. You can tell him I'm putting it in right now.
That's what he said.
I heard you are having trouble establishing communications with the Horde in Ignodon.
That is just... Wait. How do you know that? That's confidential.
I just overheard someone talking about it.
So the word is out? That is a worry. A real worry. Well, we can't waste any more time. We need to fix that comms relay station before anyone tries to take advantage of our problems. Since you're in the know, can you help me?
We might be able to come to an agreement.
An agreement? Okay, sure, an agreement. As long as you help. If you don't help us, we could lose everything we have here. And if things fall apart out there, you can be certain that it will get bloody for everyone.
So what's so important about it?
What's so important about fixing your communications right now?
We're awaiting the delivery of some combat mechs. But they haven't arrived, and we've no way to check why without communications being reestablished. That's why we've got to get the link back up now, so we can find out what's going on.
What do you need combat mechs for?
What do you need combat mechs for?
I don't know. I guess they're worried about security. And supplies. We need firepower to get enough food and tech spares into the dome to keep things going. And that's before the Alps. Zakor might have left us alone recently, but who knows how long that'll last. But it's not just about mechs. It's about food and news and everything else. We need a link with the Horde to keep this place going. We need to get this fixed as soon as possible. And please, please, keep this problem confidential. Otherwise, we are very likely to face even greater challenges. Here are the coordinates of the relay station that's gone down. It's over to the northeast of the city. Head that way and keep looking out for an antenna on the horizon. But I have no idea what the issue is there. You might be able to fix it at the bottom, but there's a chance you might have to climb the antenna mast. There will be a device somewhere on site that you can use to recalibrate the antenna. I hope that'll be enough to fix the problem.
A lot of stuff, he said. Alright, encrypted communication. Alright, let me go talk to Eric again.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
That's all he
is.
He's never earned an honest shard in
If we
his
all did our
life.
duty, then duty would be done.
You don't know that either, whatever you say. Talk, that's all he is.
As he wishes. He should do it.
You don't know that either, whatever you say.
So
So that didn't work.
Get out of here. Just get out of here, coward.
That's all he is.
I don't want anything to do with it.
So who am I looking for in there?
Well, the dude took the fort from Bloody Baxter.
Yeah.
Lutz has the energy regulator.
Good. The dome should be more stable now. I thank Kalan for sending you.
It is all about serious personal dedication to the law.
That was too simple.
I'm leaving.
He's been bothering me with that for days now.
He's never earned an honest shard in his life.
Next, we can do the one thing we just got. I forgot what it was. About the relay station thing. Making contact. It's up that way. That's pretty far. You're going on a journey. First off, we need to go to sleep because it's too dark. A dead rat. Fine. I believe we were down there before. Session. I hope. Sticking with the task at hand. What do you think so far, Nero? We're actually making progress. Haven't really slowed up except to talk to people. But I'm not really stuck on anything. Have you even been killing enemies instead of running from them?
Not now.
Suggested. Rainer.
You're the one who brought me to the Horde.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yes. I chose you as a recruit. I hope you've realized the benefits of joining us.
Nah.
But you don't seem to have decided to join the clerics yet.
That's right.
You should commit to us. The training we offer would make you more powerful. Kalan will watch over you.
His voice quality changed there. Got less echoey.
May Kalan watch over you.
Let's see who they end up fighting. Standoff. Raptor City. It's not gonna fight. Oh yeah, it is gonna fight.
Another beast.
They should be able to take that. And they did. Sure, I'm listening. Oh, okay. Well, it's just running. It's running. You do that, sure.
Their magic relies on Elex. And we know that Elex...
I must remember these ruins. I would like to return to them someday.
Knowledge and technology are gifts that offer
another
us
room.
salvation. We can build our future. This is me, Herbert, speaking the truth. Bringing a warning to all 3 people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
Our good friend Herbert. Spear. Cigarette.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
A mace. 1. Let's see what that is. 52 and it can be used. 52 strength. Let's see what we can get our strength up to. Nope. Barely.
How are you doing, Falk?
It is hard to say right now. Let me think further.
An exile and what await you in death.
What? Why not? Gonna use them. I can't use them. Mana, reserve stuff. Mana yet. We got mana. Just can't use it. Blue bar. Since I'm not berserker yet. They're the ones that use magic. This place has been picked clean. Let's continue moving. Surprised there wasn't an enemy there. No, in this game they would have placed at least 2 of them. Didn't go looking.
This is a dangerous area.
It is. Let me check down here. Yep. Good thing we checked. Scrap. Falk is at the point right now he doesn't really know what to think of us. Just due to our decisions that we've made in dialogue, he didn't like some of our choices, so he's a bit indifferent. I think the lower we get him, the more at risk he becomes of leaving our group. If it works like the Fallout games, I think it's about the same here. Well, it should be the same. Just seeing if anything's hidden like this. Gold nugget around these trailers. I didn't really look around. They're kind of bent. No enemies. And speaking of enemy, B. gonna put on this armor, the new mechanic cap I got. Gonna put away the high-tech sunglasses for now. There we go. Got a bit more protection.
I would have liked to see the old world as it was before the comet.
Let's get to the area that you called to be dangerous. It's dangerous. And I believe them, but I'm gonna go in anyway. White gemstone. What makes it dangerous though? I'm not seeing anything yet. Maybe that's what makes it dangerous. They're fighting. Let's just stand back and see what they do. They don't look to be. They don't look to be hostile. Let's see. Nope, just a traveling merchant.
Hello, stranger. You should stock up on supplies before you head out into the wilderness. I have everything you need.
What do you have to offer me?
Everything an adventurer like you could need.
What about that black cowl? Looks to be better. He doesn't really have most of what we could use. What about ammo? Yeah, some energy cells. I don't really need them. Oh, I'll get like 22 of them. Applejack. Yeah, why not? Some applejack. I'll buy that recipe for 95. Energy shield. I'm close to trying out a shield. Why not? I'll get it. See how we can make it work. Sell them something to cover the cost. Let's see if we can sell this recipe. We already have one. Cigarettes. Toilet paper, coin. Cup. Lamp. Some of that should cover a small cost. We don't have enough stuff. Now, gonna put some of it on. Oh, the shield. So how do you equip it? Cancel. Don't want to put it on the hot bar. Shotgun, let's put it over there. So if I were to select shield. So if I had this, and then select the shield. Okay. So it does work like a sword and board. Okay, we'll test that out. It's a shiny shield. Oh, grenade. I can pick that up. So what we need is up there. So let's go the beaten path to get to it. First I want to...
Are you sure this is a good place for us to be?
I'm never sure. Never sure. That's why I'm not sure. See if it absorbs a hit.
That went well again.
Over there.
It does stop hits, as long as you have stamina. Most of our damage is done. This we can fight him now. They're dead. But it's dead. It's just good to know that you can stand to fight them. I've come a long way. Fighting skulled enemies now. Gotta get up there. Oh no. Okay, it should be full enough. probably going to fight that. Those Alps and stuff. Not good. Let those do the damage for us. We gotta get up there.
This protective shield is fascinating. I would like a chance to examine it more closely.
Good luck with that. Let's get up here. They don't seem to care that I'm here. Oh my goodness. We gotta walk slowly up the whole thing. Slow climb. Let's go. It's a good view up here, though. Let's put some rockets. Energy bomb. And the console is here. Ring of strength. Recalibrate.
Okay, that should be child's play. It seems to have worked.
Not gonna take the ladder down, I'm gonna drop. These are all enemies, it seems.
Look out!
Yep. It's owls. Yep, they are not friendly. What's with this shield? What's up there? Still pointing up there. Let's There's the console. Oh, I've already used it. Shouldn't have to use it again. Come on, come on, come on. Get the one who's using the gun. Thanks for running into my attack.
I will assist you.
Use that force field to my advantage. You dead. She's taking on Alps now. So what were they guarding? Let's see. Short status report. Let's read it. Short status report. Okay. They were spying on the Dome City.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
So we basically took them up before they got you. Ah, fuel. What else we got? Nope. Dome City is over there. About halfway through level 17. there's a shortcut. Gotta put that on there. Must mean civilization's nearby. North of Best.
Commander, U4 awaiting command. Commander, U4 awaiting command.
Report status. Are your repairs complete?
Negative. Access to repair station systems denied.
State alternative repair options. Are you able to identify your defective components?
Analyzing.
If you can't access the systems, they must think you were destroyed too. It seems we're both outcasts. If you can identify the components you need, I can help you. List the components needed for your repair.
Analyzing. Command systems impaired. DI6 chipset required.
Where can I find a DI6 chip?
Analyzing. Highest probability is the closest converter.
The converter. Right.
That was remarkable.
You have to do everything yourself. Name of the mission. How correct. Seems down here. Without that thing getting involved. Oh crap. That should take on you. And just because we can take him on, don't mean we should. Look at him. So many. Get him, drone. Kill one. Dead.
As you wish.
Hey, you're still shooting at the wall, buddy. There you go. Got them all. Didn't have to run away. go back. Quite a turn of events can take on those mutants. No more running away. I still gotta run a pack of 8 coming after you, but
look out!
my guy proved. Collecting experience. I thought this was some kind of civilization. It wasn't. That's why I approached. Those mutants can be mistaken as humans from distance back. Oh, that dinosaur was attacking my robot. That's what it was doing. Seems to be a robot issue. Everybody's in. What's this place? No idea. I'm gonna see what it is.
I'm attacking.
Oh, it's just more elves. Robots are always high level. Yeah, this is another elf station. Staying away from there. We can go back to Elex.
I recalibrated the antenna.
Yes, thank you. We've already started to get messages through. We've had to do a bit of clearing up at this end, but that's a minor issue. What do you think? Is the station to the northeast in a good state, or are we likely to get another failure?
Should we get some people to station there or ask the Alps? Meaning, better think twice. What do you think, Nero, if you're still around? Recommend send some guys out there or tell them about the Alps that we just fought at that antenna. Or it's dinner. Guess we're gonna...
You had better ask the Alps that.
The Alps? So, Zakar's trying to cut off our comms now, are they? Here, this is for you. You shouldn't think that I don't value your service to our cause.
Is it 12?
Maintenance is always better than repair.
What else we got to do? Smog stuff, Bessa. Page. Of course we're gonna back Page. I don't care what the... I think he got caught on the outside wall. Maybe he's stuck outside. Still stuck up there.
I think you can just leave it like that.
I don't know. What have you heard? Better armed is better...
He's still up there.
Well, that was a serious waste of time, wasn't it?
You there. I've been looking for you. You're the person who realigned the antenna, aren't you?
must have confused me with someone else.
Ah, no. You are a modest one. Come on, I know it was you. You don't have to be modest. Your service pleases Kalan, and of course, I appreciate your work too. And those skills you've demonstrated, well, I have need of them again. So if you can spare some of your time, I have a job for you. Are you willing to help?
What do you need?
Yes. Tell me what you need.
Well, that's simple. We need to send someone to the Horde to make a delivery. So I thought immediately of someone with the requisite survival skills. Ergo, you. You see, we are awaiting the arrival of some combat mechs to boost security, but the Horde requires some additional Elex to get them active. You have already proven your abilities, so would you take this task on? We'll give you the goods, we simply need them delivering.
Why me?
Why are you asking me to do this?
Because I need it done and you're here. Come on, take it. It's important. Here, please, take this crate and meet up with our supply party. They will be waiting near a ruined bridge to the northeast. And just so you know, the crate of Elex has been security sealed. Not that I don't trust you, but we have to take necessary precautions, given the nature of this cargo. We don't want this falling into the hands of our enemies.
One crate of Elex is enough for a delivery of mechs?
No, of course not, but it's enough to deal with their current Elex shortage. And we'd like to get them into operation as soon as possible. That's why we're sending some of our resources to the Horde.
Okay. Have another quest.
Move along, civilian.
About the Outlaws' weapons delivery.
What?
Someone else took delivery of the weapon shipment.
What? Who? I needed to stop those weapons getting out into the city. If you want to fit in here, you should start thinking about offering help, rather than just turning up with bad news. I shall just have to hope that we manage to stop whatever trouble is being planned before it leads to casualties.
That was a strange choice.
He wouldn't have been punished for that in the past, but his mistake.
The dome is a gift from Kalan. Never forget that.
You need a break every once in a while if you're going
Maybe
to stay
later.
sane. But do you get one? Better armed is better prepared.
The mechs that went into Abessa pretty much killed that whole party.
Oh, you got it? I see. Securing peace. Let's go deliver these supplies. True Hans. Get that from here. Funny that she came back. He gave up. broken bridge. That's kind of why how I stumbled upon this area down here.
The area here is rather worrisome.
And here it goes. Back where we started. So they're under a bridge. Yep.
Halt! In the name of Kalan! What brings you here?
There's no reason to be suspicious.
There are thousands of reasons. Because there are thousands of things trying to kill you. Better to be suspicious than dead. But then you must know what that's like out there, or you wouldn't be standing here.
If it's that bad, then what are you doing out here?
Supply run. We're procuring stores for the Horde. I normally get a bit more backup, though. I'm a logistics specialist, not a combat guy. But with the shortage of men at the moment, I've been pretty much left to take care of myself. And that means I need to be even more suspicious.
Where do you go to get your supplies?
It depends on what we need. I have been to the gates of Goliath, across Tavar, and to the border of Zakor. Across most of Magalan, really. But the world has become so hostile with the factions turning on each other. Getting more dangerous by the day.
If it's so dangerous, why do you still do it?
Because the Horde always needs supplies. Besides, I do like finding interesting places. Magalan never stops with surprises. I remember some ruins in northwest Abessa that I discovered, right next to the cliff. I wasn't able to take a good look around, but maybe you'll find a suitable opportunity someday. I don't really have time for exploring any longer, and I don't want to get killed doing it. My thrill-seeker days are long gone.
Good luck staying alive.
Yeah. Just remember to stay suspicious. It'll keep you alive.
Nah.
But the real reason...
Are you the cleric's contact?
Were you sent from the domed city?
Yes.
Then I hope you have brought the Elex with you. Let me have it, and I will take it to Ignadon straight away.
Here. This crate is all they gave me.
Good. They need this back at the Horde. I'd better get it back as soon as I can.
What about my payment? I need money, you know?
What about my payment?
Payment? We get the Elex, and the domed city gets their combat mechs. That was the deal. So if you want payment, speak to whoever sent you from the domed city. I should get moving. The sooner I'm back, the better. Kalan bless you, my friend. May he look upon you with the mercy he has shown me. The Horde offers safety to all of us.
All right. No more Odessa quests. Alright, I'm going to go back to the domed city. See what our quest giver has to say. Since we delivered them.
We'll talk later, yeah? Yes, you can say that, but we need more food first.
I delivered the Elex to your supply party.
Good. We need those mechs here as soon as possible. I hope the supply party make it back to the Horde safely. In any case, you can be proud of your service. Your selfless deed speaks well of you.
I want money.
Selfless. I don't work for free.
You don't?
No.
But here, take this.
100 shards is good. Decent.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Just come back later, please.
Okay.
That's it. I'm going.
You still don't get it, do you?
What is it you want?
Who are you?
You first. Come on. Who are you? There's something that is familiar about you, but I can't quite place it. No matter, I suppose. All people are welcome in Abessa, as long as they are prepared to forget their past. Even elves are allowed in here. I think elves would be perfect people if they weren't so emotionless. But then, that is why they are the only faction I have never belonged to.
What do you mean? You mean you want to become an owl?
That's a long story. If you're really interested in my tale, then I will tell you, of course.
My personal quest is to discover more about Magaland and the people who live here. I would like to know more.
There. Shall I tell you then?
Let me think about it. Tell me your story. How did you end up joining the clerics?
Right. I'll give you the full version. Well, the short version of the full version.
Just get on with it.
Okay, I'll try to keep it short. So, I grew up in Goliath in Adan. My father and mother were both born berserkers, and so that meant I was too. Back then, Bajar ruled over Goliath. As a child, I had no interest in the laws, of course. But when I was about 12 years old, one of the warlords came to our home. He took my parents, and I was left on my own to survive in the city. I remember him. I remember my parents leaving. And I remember me screaming. But everything else is gone. It's just a blur.
What happened to your parents?
Well, what else? They were exiled. Nobody ever told me why they were exiled. I still don't know what they did, even today. I hate the Berserker laws. Nothing against the Berserkers. They're just people. It's the laws I hate. I think what the Berserkers want to do with Magalan is right. But I can never forgive them for what they did to my parents. Why was I punished for whatever my parents did? Why wasn't I told what had happened? I swore never to return, and I haven't set foot in Adan again.
Where did you go?
Wherever I needed to survive. That meant running from reavers and wild animals. It didn't take long for some reavers to take me captive. And then... I don't want to talk about that. I was lucky, though. After several years, the reavers were attacked by some of the Duke's outlaws, and they took me back to Tavar. I learned how to fight, how to live off scrap. Life wasn't much different from Adan, but there wasn't the same raptor shit. The laws. You could be who you were, and no one judged you.
Then why didn't you remain with the outlaws?
Because the reavers who'd taken me captive came to the fort and wanted to speak to the Duke. I think they wanted to take me back. I fled when they saw me. I didn't want to be taken back. or for them to kill me to hide their crime. When I left the fort, I ran into a cleric patrol. They convinced me to go to the Hort with them. Not that I really needed that much convincing. All those hours taking scrap apart and putting it back together in Tavar really paid off there. The clerics recognized that I was good with technology. So I've been working on mechs and AI systems since then. Building things. Trusted. Part of a team. And it's easier being with mechs. They don't judge anyone. They treat everyone the same. Like this place. I know it's not perfect. But outlaws, berserkers, clerics, even elves are seen as people. At least that's the vision. Not always the way it happens. That's another reason to maintain these mechs. To protect what we have here. Well, I hope you find your place in the world. It's good when you do. I have to go.
So we got experience for here and hers.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Anything else?
What are you doing here in Abessa?
I take care of the mechs and drones here in the city, which means I coordinate and plan their maintenance and upgrades. When I'm lucky, I get to roll up my sleeves and do some of the actual maintenance, which I'm having to do quite a lot with all the technicians we're missing. Say, are you good with technology?
I know enough. No, basic.
I know the basics.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't be enough, I'm afraid. We don't really have time to train people on the job. Not if they're not going to stay here for good, and you don't look the type for that. On the other hand, if you're looking for some part-time work, I could still use your help. I have 4 people I've been told I should look at for taking the technician's job, but I don't have time to gauge their abilities. Would that be something you could do for me? I'd pay you.
Yeah, I'll talk to your candidates.
Great. The 4 names I have are Daryl, Naira, Rorik, and Riley. Though I'm really not sure about Riley. There's something about him I don't trust. But speak to each of them and let me know whether you think they might have the right skills and abilities for the job. Oh, and I'll need you to let me know about their loyalties. You know, can they work with clerics? Do they hate us? We'd be trusting them with the mechs and AI that defend the Dome City. So I don't want to employ anyone who might still be thinking about their faction, not our security.
About the candidates for technician.
Yes?
Tell me about Naira.
Naira is an Elb separatist, so a bit of a long shot for loyalty. But she should have the technical ability we need. She's somewhere in the west of the city with the other separatists, in the slums.
You want to employ a separatist as a technician?
We need someone, and I don't think your faction always says who you are. Elves are usually very good with technology, but you're right. I don't know if we can trust her.
Tell me about Daryl.
Daryl is an outlaw. He's applied to be a technician, but I don't know why. So I want to know his motives and what his technical experience is. I'm hoping you can get that information. If he's skilled and trustworthy, then employing him might show that we do trust outlaws here. But I don't know that much about him. I don't even know where to find him.
What do you know about Rorik?
Rorik is a berserker. I think I last saw him somewhere around Vito's pub. It might seem weird to consider a berserker, but I was one once. And I know Rorik used to work extracting Elex from machines in Goliath, so he knows about technology. And I think I could teach him everything else that he needs to know. And it would show that we were reaching out to the berserkers who have come to the Dome City. Their magic is very powerful, and they're strong warriors. We will need their help if the elves attack us from Zakor. But it'll be important to find out if he's prepared to have anything to do with technology before we think of offering him the job. Don't take it personally. May Kalan guide your way.
That's it. I'm going.
Didn't see her the first time because she looked just like the others. Generic soldiers. Last time I got in trouble coming here. And I might do it again. Let's see if I can get away with going in. is. It might be. It's like a warehouse type area.
What? Who's there?
Uh-oh.
Curiosity can get you killed. You have a few more It's about time.
What? Goes through the wall.
Curiosity can get you killed. It's about time. Hey, what are you doing?
Okay. The vacancy was. One second. Go find these three.
Uh-huh.
Engage their personalities.
No, not now.
I saw you.
You saw me what?
I saw how you came through into the dome. Who are you? Why were you allowed in?
That's none of your business.
That's none of your business.
Then it sounds like you got in here illegally. As much as the clerics claim they control the gates, they really don't seem to be able to stop people getting in. And by that, I don't just mean you. Can you believe it? There are fucking Albs in the city.
What do you have against the Separatists?
They are coming here, to our city. The only city with a real chance of peace among the factions. If it was up to me, then we would make sure these Albs went somewhere else. They might say we have the same goal, the same enemy, but I don't believe a word of what they say. Who says they aren't spies sent here to deactivate the dome? They can't be trusted.
Who are you?
Caleb. I lead the Berserkers who've chosen to settle here in Abessa.
You are separate from the Berserkers in Udan?
We have kept our beliefs, but left behind the laws. We have set our own rules here. Well, none of us are allowed to return to Edan now. Or we just end up being sent to the valley. As to why they came here, well, the first settlers were sent to Abessa to plant a world heart to expand the forest of Edan out here. But they were cut off from Edan by the Albs, left on their own to survive. And after a while, they decided to keep it that way. The warlords in Goliath weren't happy. But they're stretched too thin for another conflict, so here we are. And since they settled here, others have joined us. Some are escaped exiles, others just chose to leave Edan.
You want to have all the Separatists thrown out of the city?
Yeah. And you know what? I have already started to make it happen. I'll recruit anyone who'll help get this done. We have an eyewitness who claims to have seen the Separatists exchanging information with the Albs. Traitorous bastards.
What information do you think they've shared?
The Berserker Jorg saw Fenk meet with an Alb in front of the city. Why would they meet if it wasn't to exchange information about the dome? Sadly, Jorg is the only one who's seen Fenk. And now he started saying he isn't sure he really saw Fenk meet an Alb from Zakor. So I have to jog Jorg's memory, or make sure he stops denying what he said. There has to be a way to do that.
Hold on here, I gotta turn the sound down a little bit. First off, save, and then do this. I'm gonna pause this right quick, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just have to turn the main system sound down in my computer. Hey, Caleb, we gotta talk some more.
You don't think that Jorg could have been wrong in the first place?
No, never. You can't trust these Separatists. They'll betray us sooner or later for sure. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning.
Make sure he stops denying his story. I don't know. I don't know.
I can make sure Jorg stops denying his story.
You can? Do you think you can make Jorg stick to his original story? It's for the good of the city. So go to Jorg and make sure he doesn't talk. Either help jog his memory a bit, or make sure he stays quiet. I don't care which. It can never be said again that the Albs might be innocent.
The Albs might be innocent. Of course they're innocent. I'm not working with this douche. Just wanted to get that quest done.
No, not now.
Hey, you're new here in the city, right?
Hey, Rorikstead.
Yes, I've just arrived.
I thought so. I saw you come through the gate, you see? Anyway, I want to ask you something, if that's alright. Have you been to Edan recently? To the Berserker's city of Goliath, to be exact. A good friend of mine is still there.
He's been exiled, that's why he can't come back.
Who's your friend?
His name is Kral. He's a guard at the Mana Shrine. At least, he was when I left. He thought he still had a chance to save his brother, Grimar, from the Alb Converter. Do you know what happened to him?
Don't remember Kral, but apparently he's dead.
Kral is dead.
No. Shit. Maybe if I'd stayed... You know, I was even planning how I could get to Goliath to see if I could get him out of there. I had this feeling something bad would happen to him. First his brother and then him. A curse on all of Edan. And thanks anyways.
Tell me about your life in Edan.
Me? I was a worker at the pit. You know, I extracted Elex from old machines so it could be transmuted into mana. I always wanted to join the Hooded Crows and learn the art of magic, but it wasn't to be. My parents forbade me from trying. My clan told me to stop trying. Not that any of that stopped me. And that's what got me banished. I stole mana from the shrine to try and learn magic myself. And I got myself caught. They sentenced me to exile in the Valley of the Damned, but I escaped. I'd seen the Dome City when I was sent on patrol, so when I left Edan, this was the place I thought of. And here I am.
I would like to learn Berserker magic.
Well, it's pointless asking me. I didn't manage to learn anything useful before I was exiled. You would have to join the Berserkers. They won't teach their magic to outsiders. But I don't know if I can recommend that in all good conscience. I left, after all. You will have to decide who you want to join.
I am going to join them.
Vivian sent me.
Is it about the technician job for the clerics?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm interested, but I'm not sure that this is the job for me. I mean, I've not had much to do with technology. I've tried to learn since I came to Abessa, but I'm still only just starting out.
So, now you've left it down. What do you think about the clerics?
I'm grateful they let me in. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. I'm not a berserker anymore. I live here.
What experience do you have with technology?
Not much.
Well, back in Goliath, I used to take machines apart. There aren't many I've not seen from the inside. Strange, really. My job used to be to get rid of technology, but now all I want to do is put it back together. The clerics make some incredible things. I mean, just look at the dome. That's an amazing feat of engineering.
If you get orders you don't like, will you run away from here like you did from Edan?
I don't know. But the clerics don't ban some people from doing some things and not others. If I want to learn about technology, they'll let me. They're the same with everyone.
I've heard enough.
Okay. Right. I'll see you then.
He seems like a decent candidate. I bet he doesn't want to do it. Let's learn about the other. The Separatist.
What do you want from me? To drive me off? Or maybe even have me killed? You don't scare me. Your people are a plague upon this land. Although, there is something different about you. Do you usually spend time with people like us?
I was an alb myself once.
Yes. You stopped taking Elex. That is rare, which makes me question how you did it.
Vivian sent me about the technician job.
I am without question the best candidate they will find. Therefore, selecting me is the logical choice. But I need proof that the clerics are really willing to work with me. If I am to work for the clerics, then I would like to be paid. The free people seem to value shards above all things, and so payment would be proof that they take me seriously.
I'm not paying you. They can pay you. Let's see.
What are your qualifications for this job?
I served as the battlefield technician for my unit in Zakor. I have already discovered errors in the AI systems of the clerics' mechs, and I would be able to modify them. Even the dome isn't running as efficiently as it could. That is another thing I could improve.
Do you think you can work with the clerics?
I think it would be better if this city was led by an alb or a machine. But I understand that it isn't up to me to determine this. So yes, I could imagine working with them in the existing circumstances, despite their inefficiencies.
Teach me something.
Of course.
Oh, so she's the crab today. Only steal twice. Pickpocket. Don't know how to pickpocket yet. My picks will no longer break. Ability to pickpocket, perhaps. Well, I'm gonna save. And
Vivian said,
If I am to...
see, I'm not paying.
I'm not paying you.
Good. Then you have made your decision and mine. I will not work for the clerics.
Let's see what would happen if I see. I guess I'll pony up to 500
You will
shards.
get your payment.
Good. Then tell the clerics I can begin work immediately.
What about...
I'll mess with you.
Daryl?
Vivian sent me to talk to you about the technician's job.
Yeah, good. And I'd like to apply for the job. And I'm willing to pay any price to get it. While I'm certain there must be people better qualified than me, there isn't anybody who will pay you as much as I will.
How good are you with technology?
Absolutely crap. I don't know one end of a screwdriver from, well, a hammer, to be honest. But I'm a fast learner, and if I have someone I can ask, then the rest won't be a problem. And did I mention the whole financially rewarding aspect of selecting me as the candidate?
What do you think about the clerics?
What's this got to do with the job? This job is about technical reliability. And I can assure you that I am technically reliable. And as for my interests, you can count on me being a pacifist. I want to do anything to avoid a war. And the better access I have to new information, the better equipped I'll be to ensure a war doesn't suddenly break out without anybody seeing it coming.
I've heard enough.
Okay. And remember to put in a good word for me with Vivian. I'll make it worth your while. Pah! I got that taste in my mouth again like I bit into a bowl of ashes.
Alright. Let's go talk. Obviously the Alps gonna get the job. In my opinion, that's who best qualified. And I invested in her, so she's gonna get.
That's what I said.
Even though I would be in the second.
I was never good for anything.
I'm invested in this.
About the candidates for technician.
Yes?
Myra wants to be paid in advance if you want her to work for you.
Then forget her. I want someone dedicated to the job, not the shards.
What? Alright. That's good. And I'm still going at it. I think Naira should get it.
You should give the Separatist Naira the job.
Then you think she'll commit to us here? What convinced you about her?
She is the best technical candidate, but she's also an alb. I think she's worth trying, but you should keep an eye on her.
I don't know if I want to take that risk. Still, we are short of candidates, so I suppose we should try her and see. Thank you for helping me with the selection. Here, your payment as promised.
That's less than I paid Naira as an advance.
Well, I didn't ask you to pay her anything. I'm sorry. This is all I can afford. I'd better go and take care of my new recruit right away. This should secure us going forward. At least I hope so.
That was well done.
I'm going.
Just gonna move on up. Out the slums.
You know, you're the first one to understand that.
Sure, okay. May Kalan guide your way. I have to go.
Well, that was a serious waste of time, wasn't it?
What are you doing here? We have to push the Albs back to where they came from.
No. I can't believe that.
Not now.
I've heard that before.
Nah. Hey, you. Hey, it's you.
Yes, Frank. It's me, Jax.
I heard they shot you down. That you were dead. Apparently that was wrong. But if you're here, does that mean you're a separatist now? Will you stay here and support our cause? I'm sure you would be very welcome.
What cause?
We've broken free from Zakor, from being slaves to Elex. And we've worked, persuaded people to allow us into the city. And now we're here, we are working to be allowed to stay. Would you be willing to help us?
Yeah.
I will give you my support.
Good. We have to stick together. People blame us for this war, even though we left Zakor to escape it. They will doubt us until the day peace begins. I mean, they don't even trust each other. Among all these warring people, all these different agendas, we, you and I, share a similar destiny. It's the only way anyone will survive.
It seems like you're tolerated here in the city.
That is exactly what we are. Tolerated. We are still a long way from being accepted.
Alms who have freed themselves from the influence of the Elexitors. Fascinating.
There are definitely those who see us as a novelty, which is all right, as long as they also understand that we are also people. This city is a place of freedom, but all the old suspicions remain. The outlaws claim they are being oppressed. The clerics say they are neutral, but they aren't. The berserkers, They don't seem to know what they're doing, apart from avoiding their laws. We are trying to discover who we are. I think people see that we are all here for a new start.
Do you need help?
It is good that you offer to help us. The Berserkers are already trying to get us thrown out of the city.
Yep.
We need the protection offered by this place. We won't survive without it. We've persuaded people here that we are worth a chance. But there will always be those who won't see it that way. And the Albs and Zakor want us dead. If we're to stay, we need someone to get to Caleb and Jorg. They are key to our future.
About that threat.
About the threat of you being thrown out of the city.
What's the problem?
What is the problem with Caleb and Jorg?
Jorg is a berserker. He's accused us of spying for the Albs and Zakor. He claims he saw us handing over information about the shield generators. It's completely illogical. We are the ones with the most to lose if Zakor captures this city. But the free people are prisoners to emotion. It makes them doubt logic. They have already thrown one of our group out of the city. Now they are threatening the rest of us with the same fate. We are no friends of the Albs and Zakor. They would see us dead. We want this to be our home now. We need the free people to understand this.
Yeah.
I will help you.
Good. That is the response I wanted. It is best if you go straight to Jorg. Caleb is already attempting further arguments to ensure our expulsion. But it is Jorg's statement that has put us in danger. That lie underpins Caleb's argument against us. If people believe we are working with the enemy, we will be exiled from the city and left to die. But if Jorg confesses his lie, then Caleb would no longer have the proof he claims. They would have no reason to expel us.
What goods you got?
What goods have you got?
Not much, eh? Not much. Let's get him some goods. Gonna sell him some stuff. Stock up his cabinet. Some toilet paper, some cigarettes. Teeth. Let's get rid of 29.
Yes, you can't say that, but
Let's go
we
talk to
need
what's
more
his name
food
up here.
first.
Caleb, we don't want to talk to him.
Fink sent me.
Did he? Well, I don't have anything to say to those Albs. This whole thing between Caleb and Fink is starting to get on my nerves. I shouldn't have said anything.
Liar.
Okay? But what's done is done, and that's that.
About this situation with the Separatists.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I feel this is a mess.
Space turned up.
Go to the clerics and tell them you made a mistake.
I can't do that. Caleb will call me a traitor. Good. And for all I know, Caleb is right. That alb could have been from Zakor. What if Fenk actually is an alb spy?
I doubt that.
You shouldn't let Caleb intimidate you.
You're right. I let him push me around even when we were living in Goliath. I was always following someone or other and doing what they told me. You're right. I've done Caleb's bidding without question for far too long, and where's it got me? I'll go to the clerics and tell them the albs are innocent. You've helped me decide. Thank you. I will go to the clerics and do the right thing. I don't want someone to be thrown out of the city because of me.
Yeah. Now let me hear your version of the story.
Tell me your version of the story.
My version? I'm stuck between the two of them. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fenk meet an alb outside the city. Could have been a separatist, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see any more than that, but Caleb decided to tell the clerics. He convinced me that the alb Fenk met must have been from Zakor. But I have no real idea who he was, or what faction he's with.
That was inappropriate.
No, it wasn't. That was the right thing to do.
The domed city is our last hope.
Now I can rub it in his face.
You. It was you, wasn't it? You made sure Jorg testified.
That's right.
It'll be your damned fault if we all die here. Why don't you just go fuck yourself? You've already fucked us. Get out of here. I don't want anything to do with Alb sympathizers.
Don't mess me around. I'll mess with you.
You may remain in the city.
You managed to get Jorg to admit his lie to the clerics? That is good. It seems we can trust in the clerics' justice after all. Your service should be rewarded. That is half of my daily ration. I hope it is enough to show thanks.
Definitely. Got it back. Gain 505 experience. Nice.
Well, curious waste of time, wasn't it?
Fuck all of them. I hope they drown in their own shit.
Charming.
I've never trusted her.
Okay, we're
Someone's
almost
gotta sort
level
this shit out before we drown in it.
18.
Why are you torturing yourself over that?
So we've been here in the Dome City all day so far. And we're actually getting stuff done. Met people that I didn't know existed here yesterday.
Yeah? Not now.
Now's not the time, all right?
Now we should figure out what to level up. I have 21 attribute points I need to spend. And learning. Not personality. Let's see if we can get here. Reduces the cost of fines paid. Friend of the beast. additional point with each level up. Increases charisma. We need 10 more points in intelligence for that.
Well, if you're sure about that, then okay.
40 intelligence.
You definitely got the wrong end of the stick.
That's done it. Thinking I'm gonna do that. Can be really indecisive when it comes to this. No. That was just personality. Which I do want to up some more. Combat skills.
How many are dead now?
That'll raise up 2. With intelligence 10. So increases charisma, so we can do the personality skills or the combat skills. Possibly combat skills there. Get the intelligence up to 40, then grab that. And check out the other ones. Craft survival. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 6 of that, huh?
There have been so many patrols that got themselves in trouble recently, it's a wonder any of them are still standing.
weapons. I don't really have. I don't have any of those. Parry. Jetpack attack. Mutant killer. So I have that one. Okay, well, it's decided. The next one I will get will be combat skills. Combat skills, what was that other one? Personality skills. So that's gonna be combat. Alright.
They say the raptors are pretty fierce.
So I'll increase my intelligence by 10 and get that. Goodie. Because I need some better combat. Because we're gonna be doing a lot of combat. Okay. That time of year, pumpkins. I think the rest of the quests. This place doesn't have any more quests that I have active at least, but there's plenty elsewhere. But the thing is, they're either far or they're a pain. Never be able to take on a mech right now. To do this, I think I had to have that companion with me. But the main stuff is probably just a bunch of sub-lines. Campaign, vengeance. That's what you went through. And one. Still studying these. this yet. Shut down an L converter. To get away from these chickens. I spent a lot of time in this menu. Not really sure where to go with it. Back at that point again. And to top it off, I'm kind of tired too. That's not helping. Been a long day. Campaign of Vengeance, Elex. 2 weeks face them now. They'll share the views. Let me get away from here. No idea. Outside of there, to be exact. It's just a berserker stuff. Atavar. That's at the fort. The outlaws are. reversible elements. Source from Elex. Already investigated. I already saw that. It's still there. That one's just too high. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to figure this out next time around before I hit record. Well, not record, but stream. So this can already be taken care of. I'm just not too sure what to take out and where to go, Big Bang. Pumpkin needs required, yeah. He needs all that stuff, but let's see. Yeah, these last two are in regions that I can't access. Fire. Mountains, valleys, I don't know, but yeah, that'll probably do it for this. I have to figure out something. Yeah, shit. I could try to do this. Where is this at? Not far from here, actually. Actually, I think I know where that is. No, that's a different site. If there's a robot here, we're gonna be in trouble there. It's a stack. No, it's a stack is there, so yeah, we can easily go to the dam and get there. There's a lot of traveling merchants around here. Okay, go fast travel to the dam and get there, then I'll do it.
I think it's very risky for us to be here.
Likewise, which is why we're not going to do it right now. We're going to investigate this again. I think we were here before. Yep, so we'll investigate this next time with some more Elex. Hopefully you catch me there. And thanks for watching or listening, Nero, etc. I'll be back either later tonight or tomorrow. So see you then.